Well, regret and redemption take center stage as Sondra, the struggling actor and professional mess, face the consequences of a lifetime of her own bad decisions. This is the log line for the new film to hit the circuit called Do Your Worst. The feature film that has been well received in South Africa and abroad featured a stellar cast of both local and international talents. For more on this, we are joined in studio by the film's director, Sam Nell, and on Zoom we have one of the leading actresses, Kate Liqourish. Ladies, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you. Good to have you this morning. Thank you. Sam, I'm going to start with you. Just give us a brief outline of what this film is all about.
Sure. Do Your Worst is a rom-com, but it's really a romantic comedy about a toxic friendship. It's about women in their late 30s in Joburg making terrible decisions about their lives and finding their way back to their friendship, but also finding their way back to their own purpose in life.
I think it's a reflection of what so many of us, go through, because we did the worst when we got to Joburg, living our best lives when we're still young. So what really inspired this idea?
So it's actually written and inspired by our writer, Zoe Leband. She is basing it off of the people that she knows, her friends. She wanted it to feel like, exactly like you say, like the people that we recognize in Joburg.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, let me also bring you in. Just take us through your role that you play. A very interesting role, I must say.
I play a woman called Carla, and she is on the cusp of insanity. She is a mother to two lovely children and a wife to a lovely husband, but she is completely dissatisfied with her life, and it makes her make terrible decisions. She is best friends to the amazing Shannon Ezra. And we basically live a life of hot messes together, making bad decision after bad decision to the wonder and entertainment of audiences.
As I've mentioned, bad decision after bad decision is what some of us did when we got to Joburg. So, well, it is a reflection of some people's pasts. Do you see yourself in that role that you play? Do you strike any resonance?
Absolutely. You find yourself in every role that you play, and on the page, Carla was quite a difficult character because she's really mean and she does really nasty things. But you can't judge a character when you take them on. You've got to fall in love with them and find kind of the subtlety and the sensitivity and the nuance to them. And I really try to do that with Carla. And it's quite a funny story actually, because Shannon and I both auditioned for her role, and then at the callback, Sam got us both to audition for both roles. So she also auditioned for Carla, and both of us were like, no. We resonate with Sondra. We resonate with Sondra. And then I got offered the role of Carla, and I was like, what? This is so weird. And it's that weird actor thing of then, like I said, falling in love with your character, because by day 2 on set, I was like, oh, I am Carla. I am this woman. And I looked at Shannon playing Sondra, and I was like, oh my God, she is Sondra. And that is also the genius of an amazing director, is they see things that you don't. And when you look at the casting, and that's something that actually many people have commented on, is that the casting is so good. It's so on point. The chemistry between the actors and the really kind of finite choices that Sam made in choosing all of these amazing actors to play these beautiful characters is just, it's magical.
The chemistry is absolutely magical, just judging by the trailer itself. Now, Sam, what is it that you saw in Kate for you to decide this is Carla?
I think Carla's, as Kate says, an incredibly hard role to cast because of that sort of edgy hardness that she has. And for me, the ball game was all about who makes this woman likable. And it's that. It's like she can be mean, but you feel for her.
Right.
And Kate was the only one who managed that. Really, really.
Since this is a romantic comedy, as you've just mentioned earlier on, so what are some of the themes? I know that toxic friendships is the central theme that runs in this film. So what about it? Are you trying to cast into the spotlight toxic friendship? And in what sense are you trying to, put it into the spotlight?
So for me, toxic friendship is a theme that we explore, but ultimately the film is about imperfection and finding and loving your own imperfections. We're all out here trying to live our best lives, but most of our days are not pretty good, not good. So it's about understanding and falling in love with the imperfections in our lives, the imperfections in our city. Joburg's an imperfect place to be living.
Tell me about it.
So we set this romantic comedy about toxicity in maybe one of the least romantic cities on earth, and all of it's about falling in love with yourself, that place, and the people around you, even though things are imperfect.
All right. Now, Kate, I see, just judging by the trailer, you guys were having so much fun on set. So how is it working with the other cast members?
Amazing. Shannon, most of her roles, most of my roles, I think most of everyone's roles had been very dramatic up to this point. And Shannon is funny. Her comic timing, her physical comedy, it's just, she's so good. And so we spend most of the days either kind of crying from fatigue with Sam or just laughing our heads off in between takes. I mean, my character is either drunk or hungover. So it was kind of just embracing these hot messes and just loving every second. It was so much fun and so wonderful to do such an amazing, witty, cutting comedy, which we don't actually often get the chance to do.
All right, great chatting to you ladies. And where can we see the film, Sam?
You can see the film on Netflix in 190 countries right now.
All right, great chatting to you ladies. Beautiful film, well done.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff. Well, that was director Sam Nell and leading actress Kate Liqourish, and they joined us this morning for a chat about their film titled Do Your Worst.